The UK teeters on the edge of recession, at least according to Andrew Marr. It seems our leaders are at the same time looking eastwards, as they should. Chancellor Rachel Reeves, the Bank of England Governor Andrew Bailey are set to visit China to rekindle frozen economic and financial dialogues. And on paper, this diplomatic overture is critical, promising the revival of trade and investment ties that have languished in the deep freeze in recent years. That's not the same deep freeze that Putin is hiding in. But before we go into the politics, the economics, the global politics, we need to look at some unorthodox contingency. I mean, should Rachel Reeves find herself without a suitable travelling companion, why not invite Prince Andrew? After all, he seems well versed in the financial backwaters of Beijing and adept at unearthing cash flows from curious sources. The visit of Reeves marks a strategic pivot, signalling Labour's commitment to reset relations with China after years of Conservative-led estrangement. And since 2019, UK-China relations have been fraught with controversies, including Hong Kong's national security law, spying allegations, and sanctions against MPs. And while these tensions are far from resolved, Labour appears keen to navigate a pragmatic course, rekindling economic ties while delicately balancing human rights concerns. For the UK, the stakes couldn't be higher. A renewed dialogue with China might unlock critical avenues for trade and investment, and Brexit has left gaps in Britain's economic landscape, and a warming of relations with the world's second largest economy could bolster exports, create jobs, inject foreign direct investment into key sectors. Infrastructure, green energy, technology could all particularly benefit from a thaw in relations with China, but it's not all smooth sailing. China's global ambitions and human rights record remain sticking points, and any mishap could draw criticism from both Parliament and the public. Furthermore, navigating the intricate dynamics of Chinese business dealings requires finesse, something that, for example, Prince Andrew and his alleged access to discrete bank accounts in the Bank of China might uniquely understand. Andrew, I'm sorry about these digs at Prince Andrew, but I mean, he brought it on himself, didn't he? Andrew Bailey's meeting with his Chinese counterpart, Pan Gongsheng, will likely focus on financial cooperation in fintech, green finance, and sustainable investments. And these discussions might yield frameworks to enhance market regulation and stability, yet the spectre of global concerns looms large. Investors will be watching closely, balancing the allure of new opportunities with the risks inherent in China's opaque political climate. But the hand of friendship is better than the shaking fist of ignorance. And now, a diversion into the realm of speculation and satire. If Reeves and Bailey need the advice, it was coming. If Reeves and Bailey need advice on navigating Beijing's financial labyrinth, who better to consult than the Duke of York? Prince Andrew's peculiar knack for discreet financial manoeuvres, from preferential treatment at the Bank of China to his business ventures involving alleged spies, has become the stuff of legend. Perhaps he could advise on how to discreetly channel foreign investments into Windsor refurbishments. Or on a more serious note, Andrew's ties to questionable financial dealings underscore the risks of engaging with China. They're reminders of the fine line between diplomacy and being ensnared in murky power plays. But, when you look at Andrew, the focus in the mainstream media has all been on China. China seems to be the bad guy, but surely the evidence is before us. The problem is Andrew. Reeves and Bailey, therefore, must tread cautiously if they're looking for advice, ensuring that Britain's economic objectives do not compromise the values and security that we hold dear and that are exemplified in our monarch and his family. As Reeves and Bailey prepared to embark on this diplomatic mission, the outcomes could shape Britain's economic trajectory for years to come. A successful dialogue might reinvigorate trade, bolster investor confidence, help the UK weather its economic storms, but failure, or even the perception of capitulation to Beijing, could amplify existing criticisms of Labour's foreign policy. In the meantime, We have to hope that Reeves' delegation avoids the temptation of shadowy financial shortcuts. While Prince Andrew might remain at Royal Lodge with his festive turkey, the lessons of his escapades in Beijing, the spirit of Andrew present or past, should serve as a cautionary tale. And so, as the UK and China prepare to engage in this delicate and essential dance, one must hope that diplomacy triumphs over duplicity, and that our economic future is secured without the need for royal interventions or dubious bank accounts, or indeed bags of cash.